And now we're going to talk about outage integration. Now this is an example where every meter called in within the first 2 minutes. We have 13 meters behind this tap fuse and they all called in. Now we have our the super caps set to report in after 64 seconds that it's an outage, so that we don't wind up with a bunch of false outages from momentaries or have them delay too long to where those super cap dies and it's unable to report it in. Seems to be the right combination for us and for our system. So here's that same outage, and you notice there's we've got a truck. This is truck 59, and through AVL, integrated AVL, we can see the trucks driving live on the map. He has already restored this outage. They just haven't restored the outage ticket yet, and all the meters have already reported back in that they're back on. We did receive one manual phone call here, and then one Porsche IVR call here during that time. So, and you know, it may have taken much longer for those phone calls to come in, and the outage system is only as smart as the information you feed it, and the more information and the more accurate that information is, the better it can do its job. So in this case, we knew much sooner than we would have known otherwise. Now this video is going to demonstrate, using the model connectivity, how we can ping meters downstream from a protective device. The amount of time it takes to ping the meters will vary depending on the backhaul network traffic. I've pinged as many as 500 meters, received the answers within 90 seconds. Those same 500 meters have taken as long as 5 minutes, with some of them timing out after time because of the network being busy. But most of the time, the results are come back within 90 seconds or so. Here's another example of an outage where all the meters have called in before we received a single phone call. This particular outage also had a SCADA device report the lockout because it was on the high side circuit switcher T1 inside the substation. And this was about 90 seconds into the outage. Here, not all the meters were successful at reporting the power outage to the system. Like I mentioned, these super caps are programmed with it on board so that they'll blast out a message about the outage at a particular program time. And we've got that set to 64 seconds. And this gives the breakers time to do their job and not create false outages. So notice there's no manual phone calls on this map yet.